So here we have my very first drone. The drone is actually pretty reasonable in price, about $20. The outside of the package says it's a blue drone, which kind of concerned me because I had purchased a gray and black drone. But luckily, once I opened it up, I can see that it's the one I ordered, so that's pretty cool. I've never even heard of little drones like these before today. So that's what you get in the package. You get the little drone, get a controller. After hooking it up, it's clear the first thing you want to do is charge the battery. So take out the battery and hook it up to the USB connector here and charge it up. I was able to fly it around a little, but it ran out pretty quickly, so it needs to be charged before you're ready to go. And take note of the controller here. When I first had it started up, it was at the top, but you, as the instructions indicate, you have to sort of program it when you first use it to connect the controller to the quadcopter. So if you have it totally up here, this thing goes flying straight in the air and you can't even control it. So this requires a lot of learning to be able to control this correctly. I'm using it on my bed, so if it falls, it's just going to land gently on the bed until I actually learn how to control this thing better. But it's a lot of fun so far. Okay, I'm checking out this drone in the daylight. I only see daylight on the weekends because I'm at work all the time. So when you first get this controller, mine was in the position where the left stick was up, and so when I tried to turn on the drone, it went flying up in the air. So here's, you got your on-off switch. This button here has to do with flipping. You turn it on and it starts beeping like crazy, and you can make it flip in place. Now, I won't even begin to tell you how to control this thing. It's very difficult. High learning curve, as I'll put in my comments. Take note of the buttons up here that also help turn. And this is to go up and down, so you just want to go just a little bit to go up and down, but also it turns left and right. So there's those controls, plus there's all these controls, plus there's two buttons, and there's this. So I handed it to my 15-year-old, and he was able to control it much better than I was. Now, batteries go in the back. The battery cover is kind of flimsy, and you're going to have to pull out a couple of AAAs to power this up here. Here's the battery. I wish there was two batteries, but it lasts a pretty long time. Maybe you can find another battery to keep the fun going a bit more. Now, one thing to note is you plug this in to recharge it, and I believe a little red dot turns on once it's all charged up. Nothing lights up when you first charge it in, but then later on you see a dot, and I think that means it's done. So when you first get this thing, the little connector here is not plugged in, so to not waste the batteries, you should pull it out and charge it up the first time. If you decide not to do that, like I did, you can fly it just a little bit, but very quickly it becomes not very difficult to fly because the batteries are about to go out. So one thing you'll notice when the batteries are about to go out, it can barely rise off the ground. So we're able to control it somewhat, but I would totally recommend putting it in the grass so that when you fly it, you don't want it to land on the concrete. So it's very difficult to control, a lot of fun once you're able to control it. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely worth it for only $20. Great intro to drones, and there's 3 different colors to pick, so I'd say it's a great gift to try out for sure. Yeah, so there's the flip. That is pretty cool.
make it go forward, sideways.